Stop whatever you're doing right now. Put that coffee down, mute that TikTok, because this scandal is about to rip the roof off reality TV and social media at the same time. What happens when loyalty, betrayal, and explosive bedroom secrets all collide in one storm? Who really holds the power when a love triangle mutates into an all-out war zone? Tonight, we're diving headfirst into a story so wild, so jaw-dropping that even the most seasoned drama chasers are speechless. Tasha K just stormed into the spotlight with a bombshell revelation, and it's one that's shaking the entire industry. She claims Yandy Smith has been lying from the start, covering for her husband Mendeecees Harris, while the real chaos, and yes, the real blame, lies squarely with him and Tamar Braxton. Oh honey, Tamar isn't just a side note here. She's dead center in the madness. This web of manipulation, money, and shocking betrayals is dripping with secrets you couldn't make up if you tried. We're talking bedroom confrontations, slaps flying across the room, leaked party footage, aggressive blow-ups at home, and bombshell revelations that'll spin your head faster than a TikTok trend. The real question isn't just who's guilty, it's who's hiding the ugliest truth, who's fabricating a facade, and whose entire public image is seconds away from getting shredded in front of millions. By the end of this, you'll never see Yandy, Tamar, or Mendeecees the same way again. Buckle up, because the drama has officially hit a level no one saw coming. The tension in the air was already thick before the first words were even spoken. Tasha K, famous for her relentless pursuit of messy celebrity truths, didn't just appear on screen. She bulldozed her way in, dropping revelations like grenades nobody expected. According to her, everything the world thought it knew about the Yandy, Mendeecees, Tamar scandal? Only half the story. She insists Yandy has been shielding her husband, playing the victim card, while the real villainy and chaos sit firmly on Mendeecees' shoulders. And Tasha's opening shot? A lightning bolt straight to the bedroom confrontation that had the internet ablaze. Reports described a routine of tension at home, creating a domestic battlefield outsiders could barely imagine. According to Tasha K, this background was critical to understanding why the infamous bedroom showdown spiraled so fast, and why Yandy's actions, while aggressive on the surface, may actually have been born out of years of provocation and frustration. Meanwhile, Tamar Braxton's strategy came into sharp focus with each revelation. Allegedly fueled by financial ambition, Tamar's moves weren't about love, but leverage. Requests for money, manipulation of communication, and exploiting personal ties painted a chilling picture of calculated intent. Tasha played multiple audio snippets where Tamar's voice could be heard declaring her determination. "I'll get what's mine. No one can stop me." Proof, Tasha claimed, that Tamar's entanglement with Mendeecees was far from innocent. And then came the climax of chaos, the bedroom confrontation. Tasha described it like a reality show finale with an unlimited budget. Doors slamming, voices rising, accusations flying faster than Twitter could trend them. And in the middle of it all, the slap. Mendeecees Harris's hand against Yandy Smith. That one blow flipped the narrative completely. Suddenly, the supposed defender looked like a victim, and the scandal morphed into something darker, more violent, more unforgettable. By the end of Tasha's exposé, one truth was undeniable. This wasn't a simple love triangle. This was a multi-layered saga of deception, ambition, financial power plays, and explosive personalities. Every call, every DM, every voice recording added another jagged brushstroke to a masterpiece of chaos. The live stream ended, but the questions multiplied. Who was really guilty? Was Yandy justified in her rage against Tamar? Or was Mendeecees the manipulative puppet master, pulling both women into his toxic web? The world had been shown a reality far darker than Instagram captions or filtered photos ever revealed. Tasha K's revelations didn't just spill tea. They rewrote the entire story. And just when the audience thought it was over, the saga deepened. The bedroom brawl wasn't just about Tamar allegedly cozying up to Mendeecees. It was the eruption of years of financial games and hidden abuse colliding at once. According to Tasha, Yandy had already collected a mountain of receipts long before she ever stormed that bedroom, Call logs, screenshots, voice notes. Proof that Tamar's friendship with Mendeecees wasn't innocent. It was strategy. Snippets played during the live stream revealed Tamar's voice dripping with intent. "I won't let him go. I'll take everything I can." Those words echoed across the audience like a grenade. And then came the most cinematic detail, the war-zone atmosphere of that night. Doors slamming so hard walls shook, furniture tipping over, accusations hurled like grenades. Yandy, powered by rage and betrayal, allegedly moved to protect what was left of her marriage. But Mendeecees' reaction changed everything. That slap, according to Tasha, rewrote the victim-aggressor narrative in a way the public wasn't ready to process. And Tasha wasn't done. She revealed insider testimonies that Mendeecees' aggression wasn't isolated. It was a pattern. Party clips, home videos, social gatherings. Each one reportedly showed flashes of intimidation, sharp gestures, even slaps. Evidence, she claimed, that the confrontation wasn't random. It was the boiling point of years of tension. Finally, Tasha introduced financial receipts. Purported screenshots of Tamar demanding millions, claiming Mendeecees had promised her. One shocking detail? A reported $3 million payout Mendeecees allegedly made to keep her quiet. Proof, Tasha suggested, that Tamar's manipulations weren't emotional. They were financial warfare. And with that, the story exploded into a saga of betrayal, abuse, and money trails so dirty even Hollywood wouldn't dare script it. This was never just about romance. It was about power, control, and strategy. According to Tasha K., witnesses from the club that night confirmed the tension had been simmering long before the blow-up. Friends of Tamar Braxton and Mendeecees Harris allegedly saw secretive whispers, lingering touches, and subtle signals that screamed alliance. But here's the twist. Yandy wasn't blind to it. She reportedly sensed what was coming. The storm was brewing, and the bedroom was where it finally exploded into raw emotion, rage, and revelation. Then came the bombshell party footage Tasha revealed. A clip allegedly showing Mendeecees losing his temper in front of Yandy, hands raised, voice sharp, dominance dripping from his every move. Tasha emphasized this wasn't a one-time tantrum. This was a pattern. According to her, Yandy's eruption in the bedroom wasn't sudden. It was years of suppressed fear, anger, and intimidation boiling over. Meanwhile, Tamar's motives looked darker by the second. Tasha exposed recordings suggesting Tamar wasn't just caught in drama, she was orchestrating it. Voice clips allegedly captured Tamar saying she'd never let Mendeecees go and that she intended to squeeze every opportunity possible. Calculated moves, financial demands, and manipulative schemes all pointed to a woman playing chess, while everyone else thought it was checkers. The live stream chat went insane. Some viewers defended Yandy as a wife pushed to the edge. Others dragged her for ignoring red flags. And plenty slammed Tamar as a master manipulator who triggered the chaos. Hashtags erupted. Hashtag Tasha K exposes. Hashtag Mendeecees truth. Hashtag bedroom drama. Hashtag Yandy versus Tamar. Memes showed Tamar with dollar signs in her eyes, Mendeecees with fists raised, and Yandy mid-scream. Social media turned the scandal into a circus overnight. Tasha drove the knife deeper, alleging that behind closed doors, Mendeecees' volatility was routine. Fights over money, petty disagreements, even household disputes reportedly escalated into slaps and verbal threats. This wasn't betrayal in isolation. It was the climate Yandy had been living in. Tasha then played more chilling audio, Tamar and a friend allegedly plotting to manipulate Mendeecees financially. Phrases like, "I'll get him to pay," "He won't even see it coming" sent shivers through viewers. The narrative flipped upside down. Once framed as Yandy the aggressor, Tamar the victim, and Mendeecees the bystander. Now the roles blurred. Was Yandy defending her marriage, or unraveling under pressure? Was Tamar a cold opportunist? Was Mendeecees a passive man, or the true instigator? The mix of domestic aggression, financial exploitation, and public scandal created a storm so big that reputations, money, and public trust all teetered on the edge. Tasha warned that multi-million-dollar deals could be in jeopardy. Endorsements might collapse. careers could be burned. Every text, call, and video became a weapon in a scandal that felt less like reality TV and more like a scripted thriller. By the end of her live stream, the audience wasn't just shocked, they were addicted. They saw a story of manipulation, betrayal, and hidden violence unfold in real time. Tamar's relentless pursuit of money, Mendeecees' alleged volatility, and Yandy's explosive emotional retaliation all collided in a scandal that was messy, layered, and utterly cinematic. And Tasha made it clear, this was just the prelude. The real fallout, the reputational bloodbath, and the public reckoning were still to come. Who would walk away intact, who would crumble under scrutiny, and who would become the internet's eternal meme. The stage was set for a finale more explosive than anyone dared imagine. I'll take what's mine, and no one can stop me. That chilling declaration, according to Tasha K., was the clearest blueprint of Tamar's real intentions, and it all led to the infamous bedroom showdown. The confrontation became the crown jewel of Tasha's exposé. She explained that Yandy's fiery response wasn't an impulsive meltdown. It was the eruption of years of bottled-up frustration meeting a very real threat. As Yandy allegedly stormed into the room and caught Tamar Braxton with Mendeecees Harris, her reaction was swift, sharp, and emotional to the core. The chaos that followed, furniture crashing, doors slamming, accusations flying like daggers, wasn't random rage. It was a defensive explosion against a cycle of provocation. But Mendeecees, according to Tasha, wasn't a bystander. He allegedly lashed out at Yandy, delivering a slap so shocking it flipped the power dynamics entirely. Tasha pointed to clips from parties and casual settings that showed the same pattern, Mendeecees displaying aggression, control, and intimidation. This wasn't an isolated moment. It was a storm years in the making. And then came the social media wildfire. Clips, screenshots, and Tasha's commentary spread like gasoline on open flames. Who was guilty? Was Yandy defending her marriage or losing control? Was Mendeecees the real aggressor? Or was Tamar the puppeteer pulling the strings? Hashtags like hashtag Tasha K exposes, hashtag Yandy defends, hashtag Tamar manipulates, hashtag bedroom revelations exploded worldwide. Tasha piled on with more receipts. Party footage allegedly showed Mendeecees raging at Yandy, consistent with the narrative of long-term volatility. Sources claimed multiple confrontations at home mirrored the same aggression, fights over money, petty arguments, even minor slights escalating into verbal intimidation and slaps. What happened in the bedroom, Tasha argued, was only the tip of the iceberg. Then the money trail resurfaced. Tamar's demands weren't emotional outbursts, they were strategy. Tasha revealed screenshots and testimonies showing Tamar allegedly leveraging millions out of Mendeecees. One shocking allegation? A $3 million payout already handed over. Proof, Tasha said, that this wasn't love, it was financial chess, with Tamar holding the board. The public split into camps. Some rallied behind Yandy, praising her as a wife fighting for survival. Others accused her of escalating the chaos. Tamar's image flipped, no longer the victim, but the master manipulator, willing to twist both personal and financial ties to her advantage. Mendeecees, once framed as a passive husband, was now under the microscope as a man with a volatile streak. And Tasha warned the fallout could go beyond gossip. Legal experts whispered about lawsuits, probes into finances, even potential investigations into contracts and dealings. Social media became a courtroom, with fans acting as jury and executioner. Speculation ranged from restraining orders to financial settlements, and above all, reputations in ruins. Tasha closed her exposé with the most human twist, the toll of betrayal. She painted Yandy as stressed and cornered, Mendeecees as volatile and controlling, and Tamar as coldly strategic. It wasn't just scandal, it was a collision of trust, ambition, and manipulation. The final moments left viewers breathless. Tasha's reminder was clear. What you saw in Yandy's bedroom isn't just drama. It's a cautionary tale about trust, power, and deception. And this is only the beginning. The internet erupted into endless debates. Who was truly guilty? Who was the provocateur? As hashtags trended, fans, bloggers, and influencers poured gasoline on the fire. This wasn't just a scandal anymore. It was a cultural event, a saga too juicy to die. By the end, Tasha K had flipped the entire story. Yandy was reframed as a woman defending herself and her family. Tamar was exposed as strategic and ruthless. And Mendeecees? His behavior was under the harshest spotlight of his career. The bedroom scandal had mutated into a viral phenomenon, part domestic war, part financial thriller, and part reality TV nightmare. And as the dust settled, one thing was undeniable. This story wouldn't fade away. It would live on as a warning, a headline, and a meme, proof that behind every glamorous photo lies a web of betrayal waiting to be exposed. So tell me, viewers, what's your verdict? Was Yandy Smith justified when she stormed in to confront Tamar Braxton and Mendeecees Harris? Or did this chaos spiral out of control because of months of manipulation, secret agendas, and hidden schemes? Who's really guilty here, Yandy, Tamar, or Mendeecees? Drop your raw opinions in the comments, because we need every angle on this explosive scandal. And don't just keep this tea to yourself. Share this video, tag that one friend who lives for messy drama, and let's make this conversation go viral. If Tasha K's jaw-dropping receipts left you as shocked as we are, smash that like button right now. And hit subscribe with notifications on, because this is only the beginning. Stay tuned, stay locked in, and stay scandal ready. Because here at Celebrity Press, we don't sugarcoat. We drag the truth into the light, no matter how dirty, no matter how shocking, and no matter who gets burned.